How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to my channel, The Cosmic Wonder, where we talk about all things related to Marvel and the MCU. Big shout out to everybody who stopped by my live stream last night as I was checking out Deadpool in Fortnite. I super appreciate everybody dropping by. Today we have some Gambit news. Gambit, the movie that was lost. Fox was supposed to be doing their own solo Gambit film with Channing Tatum as Gambit himself. But unfortunately, due to whatever circumstances happened, Fox put it on hold and the film died, which of course was a true bummer to fans. But we are now getting a new word about Gambit coming to the MCU. So I'll fully break down this report about Gambit finally coming on screen in the MCU. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all Marvel content, and I'm giving away an Xbox One or a PS4 at 550,000 subscribers. So this report comes from my friend Mikey Sutton, who is an insider in the community who has leaked many things in the past. He posted it in his group Geekosity, and then he personally emailed it to me, and it reads as follows. Some say the New Mutants is cursed because it has yet to be released anywhere, but it's another X-Men spin-off, Gambit, that didn't even face cameras to begin with, despite numerous attempts for a launch. If a Marvel property had faced unrequited love, it would have Gambit's face on it. Off and on, when Fox still owned the property, Gambit was eventually turned down after initially being invited to prom. When Disney acquired Fox, Gambit discovered where broken hearts go. And according to Mikey Sutton, he said that a few months ago he actually learned a few things about Gambit over at Disney. And he says, first, Channing Tatum is gone. According to insiders, there are no plans to have Tatum play Gambit at all. That ship has sailed. Could it change? Anything is possible in the Upside Down, but it doesn't look like it's in the cards right now. Apparently, from what Mikey has heard, they prefer somebody younger, a Harrison Ford type, a charmer who is a little rough around the edges. Secondly, there's not going to be a Gambit movie. Gambit will appear in the movies, but there is no solo film being discussed right now. What they do see for Gambit, however, is a TV series set in the MCU on Disney+. The tone they talked about is a modern western, a mutant maverick, if you will, with the sly wit and gritty action enveloped by a New Orleans flavor. Mikey says that this is extremely early in pre-development, but make no mistake, Gambit is coming. Which is absolutely incredible news because a lot of people, including myself, were actually pretty heartbroken when we found out that we weren't going to be getting the Gambit movie with Channing Tatum. But Gambit actually having his very own Disney Plus Marvel Studios series makes a lot of sense of how Kevin Feige plans on introducing and involving the X-Men in the MCU. Because from what we know that Kevin Feige isn't going to introduce the X-Men in one big film. Instead, what it sounds like he's planning on doing is introduce the X-Men gradually over time, one at a time, two at a time, appearing in other movies. For example, Mikey Sutton has reported in the past that Rogue could be in Captain Marvel 2 as the villain, and that could be how more X-Men and mutants are introduced as well. And Mikey also mentioned in his report that apparently Marvel Studios and Disney are looking for and prefer somebody that's younger, a Harrison Ford type, they said. Someone charming but a little rough around the edges, which of course was Harrison Ford during his time on Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Blade Runner, etc. And this also lines up with what Marvel Studios wants to do with all of the incoming X-Men as well. It's like casting a Wolverine. A lot of people want people like Keanu Reeves, but unfortunately he's just a little too old. They need somebody that's going to be young and can tackle the character for another 10 to 15 years. The same goes for Gambit and for any other mutants and X-Men that are going to enter the MCU. The actors that are going to be playing the main mutants and X-Men in the MCU are going to have to commit to the character for the next 10 years, at least. So having somebody that's younger and more edgy play Gambit makes a lot of sense. Not that Channing Tatum is old, but he may not want to commit to the character for another 10 to 15 years. Which in the long run is what is going to benefit Marvel Studios and the MCU. The reason the Infinity Saga was so good was because we watched characters like Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Thor all develop from the very beginning of the MCU and then come together. That's what we're going to get from the X-Men. They're going to start off as individuals and then Professor X is going to bring them together and form the X-Men. And according to Mikey, even though Gambit is being eyed for a Disney Plus series, he's still going to be a part of the movies and the MCU, of course. So let me know what you think about this report in the comments down below. How excited are you to finally see a Gambit in the MCU? Let me know down below, and don't forget to leave a like for Gambit and subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date on everything relating to the MCU. For live updates and stupid memes, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.